punked out.
Oh, you guys ready? I don't mean to
Okay,
interrupt.
well, we need to get mic'd.
Well, he's going to use the shotgun on you. I'm mic'd.
Okay, great.
Oh, look at
Because
that. Looks like a
since we're going to be
muskrat.
moving around, it'd be,
Wonderful.
Yes, we
you
just
know,
got to speak up.
Hey, there we
yes,
are.
speak up, speak up.
Well, that fuzzy stick, you know, those drove me crazy in Hollywood. every time I was shooting, somebody was coming at me with this fuzzy stick. I said, what is this, Brian? I've heard about Hollywood.
I need a good one's allergic to
Oh,
those.
she's allergic. Yes, yes. You know, she started itching. She scratched all the way down La Cienega Boulevard. Oh, Lord.
Well, Bobbie, it's time we show you around backstage.
I've always wanted, I've always said that there's a whole other show going on backstage.
That's true, yes.
And
certainly
I've
hope
never
so.
had a chance to see backstage.
Well, if you knock the dressers in the head every now and then, they work really well.
There you are.
Now, this is the $1,000 purse. It cost us $1,000 to have it dressed. Now, they call that a dressed purse.
Yes, it is.
You can't touch it. The designer did it herself.
Absolutely.
That's what you pay for in show business.
And
is to have a
Fredericks
purse
of
dress.
Hollywood still exists. Aren't
Yes.
these wonderful? You know, we tried to get the ones that had actually little goldfish down in the bottom. But,
They're
you
the
know,
Humane Society.
budgetary issues.
Yeah.
There you are. There you are.
And there's Helen's head. I love that hair.
That's it. And we had
She always has something that looks like it came from Japan.
Yes, that's true. And we had the first aid alcohol wipes. We had to put 2 people through rehab because of these. They just wouldn't stop. You know, I'd come back here and there's a dresser with a little bit of it hanging out of her mouth. I said, you know, that's very strange. I haven't experienced that since Paris in '42. It was a bad year.
I
Well,
love
of course,
Anaconda.
everybody knows you, Pearl, but Anaconda now is a new character.
She's a new character.
In Tuna Does Vegas.
Yes,
She's been everywhere.
But Utah. I've never been to Utah. You know, polygamy scares me. You know, I've had plenty of husbands, but one at a time. You know, there you are. You know, I do love Nevada, though. Divorce, divorce, divorce. Yes.
Well, and Anaconda, have you always managed hotels?
Well, no, but I've managed a lot of things. You would be amazed at what I've
Well,
managed.
she had a
Yeah.
camel drive once in Morocco. I
Oh, yes,
remember
I did.
that.
You know, they're very bitter animals. They're very bitter animals. Of course, you go around with a bit in your mouth all the time, you know, you would be too. But they're very, very bitter animals, and they have to hobble them, you know, and you see them out on the highway, and they're taking baby steps. I said, you know, this is so sad. This is so sad. Such a sad, sad
But they
animal.
do scream at you.
I do. They do scream, but I love their cigarettes. Now, this is marvelous, isn't it?
That's Anita. And she has her hind end built in. Isn't that wonderful? Look at that.
We had to send to Bangladesh for these breasts. They can't make these in America
Oh,
anymore.
my
It's too
God.
expensive. Lord have
She
mercy.
finds us touching her like that.
Oh, Lord, well, she's been touched.
Well, now, all of the costumes are from the New York designer, of course, and she's really good. But, you know, they just done Helen Bed. Right there. And over here's Leonard. See, he looks just like a clown. So, of course, Leonard's a clown.
He's all sewn together. You know,
He's
we
all
had him at
sewn
the dry
one
cleaners.
piece.
They couldn't find him. I said, you cannot find this. You know, you've been hanging out too near the fluid. You know, what can I say? Well, come
Oh, and
over
here's
here.
Bertha. Right here's Bertha. And Joe Bob. Poor Joe Bob. He only wears Hawaiian shirts. He likes to feel tropical.
Take my banana. There you go.
Now, my favorite over here is Anita's wig. There's the red wig. She's got like 3 or 4. Bertha's wig. You have to watch it. There's a Rimba band living in there.
Yes, they are.
Oh, and look, here's the blue Elvis.
There you go.
Oh,
Isn't that
yes.
wonderful?
Of course, in Vegas, we would have to have dueling Elvis.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
And
Yeah.
have you ever seen so much hair? They had one of the Texas caucuses up there. It was amazing. It was amazing. The Hillary people were very bitter about it. They said there wasn't enough room. But there you go. Now, isn't this lovely? See here? These are our Vegas showgirl outfits. It took, I don't know how many nuns it took to make this. 5
Well,
of them
they went blind.
They did. 5 of them went blind trying to do those flowers.
Yeah,
It was very
though,
frightening.
there's the other showgirl.
Now, this is quite an elaborate costume.
These are very, well, they were made out there in Vegas, you know.
Let me tell you,
And
I
see,
play this character. Getting into this is like getting into North Korea. You just aren't going to make it. It's the most terrifying thing I've ever experienced. You know, I knew Kim Il-jong. A little bit goes a long way. There you are.
he's a fan of noodle soup, too.
Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Now, here's a new character. This one's name is Shot,
Oh, yeah,
and
I
he
love
works the security guard at the hotel.
Yes, he's a beast.
And he wears a little tiny thin mustache. And Frank Sinatra shot him in the butt as a baby.
Oh, There
Isn't
you
that
go.
awful?
You know, I used to date Frank Sinatra, but it was just messing up my friendship with Ava. You know, God bless her heart. You know, I taught her to get rid of that Southern accent. I said, you're never going to get anywhere, Ava, if you come in and say, I'm Ava Gardner. So, you know, I put her in school. I put her in school in Spokane. Yes,
Spokane.
You will learn to get rid of your accent in Spokane because you're so desperate to get it right so you can leave. There you are.
And this is Leonard Childers. He's the owner of the radio station.
Yes, sad.
And look, oh, Vera's new hat. Now, I
that
just
marvelous?
love this hat. It came in from Manhattan.
Yes, it did.
Isn't that nice?
Yes, it did. Yes,
Vera gets all the nice
yes,
things.
this was stolen right off Fifth Avenue.
And these are knee pads worn by the dressers because they spend a lot of time on their knees.
You know, that
buckling
brings up
shoes.
another story, but I'm not even going to go there.
We won't touch
There
that
you are.
one.
Come over here.
And
we got a
look,
lot of fruit.
you could never have enough Vera cat glasses.
Oh, yes.
Marvelous.
Oh, look, there's a fun table over here. It looks like a bargain basement in San Antonio.
I know. Lord have mercy. You know, Helen complained about this. They originally did this with real fruit, but the flies just drove her crazy.
Yeah.
She went mad. She went mad. We had to send her to Hazelden.
It's a little bit of everything, an
Isn't
Easter
it though?
basket. and-
Easter basket, grapes. You never can have too many flowers, and there you are. And then there's the headdress. So it just goes up and up.
Carmen
and up
Miranda
and up.
eat
It's
your
so-
heart out.
Yes,
It's
it's
so
sad.
Las Vegas.
Well, she has to suffer. They have to put a screw right in the top of her head, but it's marvelous.
It's
you
as
know?
close as Ethel and Lucy will get in our shows.
That's well, and that's as close as I want them to. Thank you. You know, I knew Ethel.
Now this here is Anita. She's the fall and winter thing. You know, oh, and this, I understand these boas really came from Las Vegas.
Yes, they did. Yes,
And
they did.
oh, it's just lovely outfits.
But they use cheap chopped chicken feathers there, and I'm allergic to them. I'm allergic to them. I scratched all the way to Sacramento. Yes, it was very, very frightening. There you are.
Oh, it's just lovely over there.
Well, now you've got a big costume investment in this show.
Yes, there's a lot of them. Well, you know, Las Vegas is one of those places. Pearl's got a new dress, and
I
I've got new
noticed.
shoes and a new hat. I look like Carol Lombard.
But you know, Jaston and Joe are producing this, and they're so cheap. We had to pluck this turkey ourselves.
We did.
Yes, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. I had to pluck this turkey myself. But you know, I used to live on a turkey farm in Kentucky. You know, loud birds
Oh,
drove me away.
yes,
Yes,
yeah.
there you are.
So how do you like working for these producers now?
Well, they're all right. The little one's nice.
The little one's the big one will eat all the backstage cheese.
Lord
There-
have
you
mercy.
can't have nothing
Pork
around.
chop bones left to right.
Oh, and passing gas on stage is just
it's awful. We called him Odessa.
Okay.
Yes, there you are.
It's never easy to work with those two.
No.
But they're
They've been
nice
together.
fellas.
Yes.
I know they're friends of yours.
Oh, they're longtime friends
Yeah.
of
That's
mine.
wonderful.
Yes.
They told us that we to be really nice to you
That's
because
right.
they love you
That's
so
right.
much.
They said they throw me right out in front of the Worthington.
Yeah, we like to work.
Oh yes. Oh,
We've
no,
been
I never-
working now. Now Anna just got a job, but I've been with the show since 1981. That's
Lord
a long
have
time.
mercy.
Yeah.
Oh Lord,
We-
I
you
can't
know
even
that-
remember it.
I know. That's older than Nixon.
Oh God. You
Well,
know,
now
I miss him.
you're going to take this show to Vegas, I hope.
Oh yes. Yes.
Yeah.
At some
People in
point.
Vegas have to see this.
Oh well, certainly. We might just get a little stand at the airport. Do it as they come in and out.
That's right.
Put out a can.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, we've talked about taking it to Vegas for a long time. We've got people helping us get it there.
There you are.
But before we go, we have to work out all the kinks and all the new costumes. These were just added here in Fort Worth. This scene didn't even used to be in the show. Bobbie.
No, it just started.
A brand new scene.
Well, how fortunate for Fort Worth that they're getting an
yes.
exclusive.
Oh, and Bass Performance Hall gets only the best.
Oh, they're marvelous. And I love Laverne and Shirley out front.
Yeah.
Those horns.
Those horns,
Oh, they're
yeah.
wonderful. They're wonderful. I just feel at home.
Yeah, but it's a good show, and the fans love the show, and we love making them happy and laugh. Oh, they laugh awfully
And they got the
hard.
best carpets in America in
They
Fort
do.
Worth.
They
They got
do.
the best carpets in America. You never get shocked.
No.
I don't know how they get the static out of them.
They-
Marvelous. Marvelous.
Do you think that Vegas is ready for the Tuna show?
Well, I certainly hope so.
Well-
or we'll implode their buildings.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I think Vegas has always been. Milton Berle did drag there years ago, and
Flip Wilson.
Flip Wilson. So I think that
Nixon was incredible. in
Nixon was.
Vegas.
They caught
God,
him in
he-
heels at
oh,
the.
he
at-
played. Oh, he used to play the Stardust.
That's
It
right.
was amazing. They
Yeah.
just didn't say that's a familiar face in the background. There he was.
I think they'll like us.
listen, this has just been fabulous. I've always wanted to come backstage, and here I am, and I couldn't be happier than to be with my two favorite people.
Thank you,
I
dear.
know.
And
so
Pearl,
much.
and now Anaconda.
Thank you
I'm
so
so
much.
happy to get to
Well,
know
if I
you.
ever move to Fort Worth, I want to look just like you.
There you go.
How sweet.
That's going to take some work. What's your second choice, dear?
Barbara Bush.
Oh, well, you're getting closer.
Well, now, Barbara, Barbara and I both look good in prints, I
Yes,
think.
you
know.
do.
We just can't get near Medina County. We get crop dusted.
Bless her. You know, she's had a lot to deal with.
Is there anything else we need to cover?
Not that I can think of.
I think there's
Now-
all the wigs.
Lyle, I know you've got.
We're not on audio here, are we? I mean, there's no...
It wouldn't matter.
Okay.
Lyle, it doesn't matter, does it?
No, not I'm talking about that.
Aren't these marvelous? Metalwork. You know, you can't get on the plane with them. It set you off. Lord, I mean, the dog's all over you.
All right, yeah, you said that.
Flying to Africa is not what it used to be. No.
How did you come up with the name?
You know, where Anaconda started was years ago. Bless that dresser. She's just getting out of Hazelden. You know, only the best in recovery for our
You know,
troops.
we lost five dressers, 4 dressers to AIDS, but we've had great dressers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we really have. They are
How many do you carry for this show? Three.
And these new costume changes, getting into the showgirls, we were
Oh,
terrified. It amazed me how easy it is. Once you've got it down, it's good. It's not. We have time left over. It's amazing. In fact, we're rehearsing this
cutting down
afternoon.
the music cues
We're cutting
today.
down the music. Yeah, this is the costume that they lost. You have in your cleaners. I said, come on, tell them to look around. I said, it's not like we're asking for a white T-shirt. You know, it was like, we can't find it.
That was funny. He did. He picked up the phone and says, tell her to look for the only... Well, they put it on a bus. and
Yeah,
got
they
here
did. They got it on the
5:30.
bus and got it to us. It arrived
But
yesterday
they already
afternoon
had
at
a
5
new
o'clock.
outfit. They were
Yeah.
sewing on a new outfit
Oh,
when it arrived.
no.
That was the Monday.
Oh,
That was the
no.
Monday emergency. There
Oh,
always
my.
is.
We're just, and now coming up to the wigs. Oh, my
Aren't
goodness.
these marvelous?
Oh,
We have this done in Denver. Yes, there's only one woman who can do it. She bounces a quarter right off the top. And if she can catch it, it's ready. You know, they don't have professionals. She's an artisan.
These are made from rosaries.
oh, I believe it.
Because my head is so big and my neck that a normal one won't work.
Don't tell that to the Catholics.
No, we don't tell the... Well, they're not blessed. It's okay.
Oh, well, there you are. You know, my cousin used to make rosaries.
No.
Yeah, they fired her. She's always coming up with an extra bead.
Oh,
She just couldn't count. She just couldn't count.
11
They'd get to
beads
that
doesn't
bead and they go, what's this one for? I don't
that, Bobbie. The one with the black bow.
I had never seen that. And till I came on stage the other night, that's the first time I saw that hat on. And
It's a
I just
festive hat.
let it drop. Oh, it's wonderful. Wonderful. Looks like it's got a little, one of
Well, when
those
they-
planes that you can't see with radar
Like
on
the
it.
stealth.
Yeah,
When
yes,
they first
yes.
sent it, it was a pink hat. They dyed it, but it was pink, and you put it on. It looked like I was a bald man with a bow on my head.
Oh, the Elvis costume. We have
that's
to have
great.
a close-up of that.
Marvelous.
Oh, he's one of my favorites in the new show. Is Jason's
Oh,
Elvis.
the
He
Elvis.
likes to smell his cologne. He comes on stage sniffing himself, and he takes a couple of places where he sniffs himself. And the older Elvis is like, you wacko. Funny stuff.
Well, and we got that. I went out to Las Vegas to do research. I'd made several trips, and Edward had some friends. She filled me in on all the episodes.
Now, this is interesting. This was Dick Cheney.
What it was Dick Cheney.
This was a Dick Cheney mask that they got in New York, and it becomes Santa Claus
There you go.
on the left side of my chest. But
There you go.
Dick Cheney turned into Santa Claus.
Can you imagine? How's that for revision?
Oh, let's hope he brings everybody something nice.
And these are marvelous. They spin on their own. Isn't that grand? Tell you. I asked for batteries. You know, but those producers, they're so cheap.
They're so cheap.
They're so cheap, they wouldn't give it. You know, I said, how hard is it to make, you know, a starfish spin? But, you know, I said, does it have to? There you go. Does it have to spin, you know?
But as a producer, you want it to spin.
Well, you know how many producers it takes to screw in a light bulb? It takes 12, one to screw in the light bulb, and 11 to ask, does it have to be a light bulb?
And let's see,
And we picked up Vera's hat, looked at it.
yeah.
Pill
And I
box
love
hats
these.
are in.
These are Arkansas toothpicks.
The shoe spoons, I tell you that you really need them backstage
Oh,
here.
they left one in my boot the other night. I put on my boot and there was a metal spoon in the bottom.
Really?
I said, there's something, and they said, oh, we were wondering where that was.
Okay, let's talk about the fruits.
Oh, isn't this wonderful? Yes. You know, they had to spray her for aphids when she first came out. She just had
let's
more
see, where
fruit
were
than
Let's
we?
we
walk
I
up
think-
again and let Bobbie come into here.
Well, we need to keep the same,
Yeah, I think I was over here.
And I came over here. So you moved in there.
Yes, there we are. Marvelous.
and these are just his cutaway close-ups anyway.
Little bunny.
I like the bunny coming out.
I wanted a lattice on her back, but they couldn't make it work.
The grapes hanging from below your hind end is so funny.
I know. She's dragging her grapes. She's dragging her fruit. Dragging her fruit, her produce. It's the craziest. Cheap chopped chicken feathers. Caught up in your turnip. I didn't notice the garlic until last night. I came out and saw that garlic sticking off your head. I wasn't ready. I was not ready for the garlic.
That's what's so much fun about the tuna shows. You guys have such a blast. You have so much fun, and you're constantly finding new things to amuse one another.
man.
No, that's half of what gets on stage is us just having fun off stage, and eventually this character was an offstage fun thing in the green room.
And it makes its way out. Well, Helen and Anita were too. They were created on stage.
And they demanded to be in the show.
They demanded to be in the show. Yeah. Yeah, they showed up one Halloween, and before you knew it,
That's right.
That's right.
And we put them into the HBO first.
That's right. That's where
And
they started.
yeah, the HBO special.
Yeah, I
That's right,
remember
that's
when
right,
when they were new characters.
Yeah.
Arlene,
It's
and that was back
hysterical
when I
now,
had
just
long,
hysterical.
I wore my hair long so that we could put it up in dog ears for